Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this high energy hatha. For today's class, you might need 2 blocks, a yoga belt, or anything you can think of to replace. When you're ready, just go ahead and meet me on the mat.
Fuck. Down, yeah. I've been feeling so down, yeah. Can you tell me why?
Alright, so when you guys are ready, you can go ahead and grab your blocks. Same thing for your yoga belt. Simply place it towards the top of your mat, because that's probably where you're going to need it first. We're just going to start in Tadasana, so simple standing position. We're going to have feet together, hands and arms are just going to lay by your side. When you're here, you want to make sure your shoulders are down and away from your ears, keeping your spine straight and long. I'll also invite you to close your eyes if you haven't already done so. Starting to bring your focus and awareness inwards, focusing on your breath, your body. Next inhalation, you can slowly start to open your eyes. You're going to inhale, arms rise up, up, up and overhead. You're going to clasp your hands together, clasp your fingers together. Only your index and thumb can come out, or you can cross your thumbs. We're going to inhale, reach up, reach higher like there's a string pulling you up towards the sky. And with your exhalation, we're going to bend towards the right. Your hips are going to press towards the left. You're pressing your heart forward, pressing down through your heels. Focusing on your exhalation here. Next inhalation, slowly rise up. Gonna exhale. Then inhale again, rise up, up, up towards the sky. And with your exhalation, now bend towards the left, pressing your hips towards the right. Pressing down through your heels, pressing your heart forward. Next inhalation, slowly come back to center. Exhale, fully hands to heart. Gonna inhale, rise up, reach up towards the sky. And exhale, keeping a straight spine. Slowly let yourself melt forward towards the tip of the toes. When you're here, you're gonna inhale straight back. And exhale. You have many options here. You can keep a slight bend in the knees. Hold on to opposite elbows. You can even use your yoga belt. Place it underneath your feet. Using the strength of your arms, you're going to press your chest towards the floor. Shoulders are down and away from your ears. And simply try and let yourself melt forward. Keeping that spine straight, straight, straight. Focusing on your breath. Always ensuring you're focusing on your exhalation here. Trying to keep each inhalation and exhalation as equal as possible. Releasing that tension with every exhale. Two more breaths here, wherever you are. Next inhalation, slowly curl your chin to your chest. Plant your hands down on your blocks. Come back to your straight back. This time you're maybe going to bend into your left leg. You're going to bring your hands to heart. You're going to try and take a twist onto your right leg. So when you're here, focusing on your breath, you can also try and bend onto the right if that makes you feel more comfortable. Or if you feel comfortable, try and maybe extend both legs. You're pressing your hands together. Maybe look up and over that right shoulder. You're still shifting the weight towards the tip of the toes. Next inhalation, slowly press your hands down on the blocks, curl your chin in, straight back. And with your exhale, same thing but other side. So you can bend into the right or the left. Bring your hands together. Gonna try and bring that right bicep on the outer edge, outside of your left thigh. Press, press, press your hands together. Squeeze your abs. Focus on your breath here. Two more breaths here, wherever you are. Next inhalation, slowly press your hands down on your blocks, curl your chin in. Come back to your straight back. With your exhalation, you're going to plant your hands down. You can bend the legs if you want. You're going to bend into that right leg. Bring that left knee down on the mat. Inhale, arms come up. Coming in this little position here. So you're going to make sure that to start off, your left hip is over your left knee. You're having your right knee over your ankle. You're going to inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bring your palms together to heart. When you're here, you're going to take a twist towards the right. And try and bring that left bicep on the outside of your right thigh. Take a twist. Press your hands together. Maybe you look up and over that right shoulder. If you feel comfortable, tuck those back toes, lift your leg up. If you feel comfortable, try and extend your arms. Maybe take a bind, so wrapping left arm underneath your right thigh. Pressing up with your left knee. Focus on your breath. Two more breaths here. Next inhalation, maybe extend your arms. Gonna exhale. If your knee was on the mat, try and lift it up. I'm gonna place both hands on each side of that right foot. And with your exhale, I'm gonna try and extend both legs. Gonna walk that left foot in. So both heels are in line. Back foot is at 45-degree angle. Heels are in line. Inhale, straight spine. Use whatever height of block that you need. Your hips are squared towards the front of the mat here. And on your exhale, slowly, simply try and let yourself melt forward, using whatever variation you need. So if you have your blocks, you feel sensation when you're here or here, highly suggest you stay here and avoid rounding in the upper back. Next inhalation, press your hands down on your blocks, curl your chin in, come back to your shade back. With your exhale, I'm going to plant that left hand down. Maybe it stays in the inside of your foot. Try and reach right arm up and overhead. If it's easy for you, you can try and walk it towards the outside of that right foot. You can also place your hand on a block. So make sure you're squeezing your core so you don't do like me. Reach up towards the sky, press your heart forward, squeeze your core. Next inhalation, slowly lower that right hand back down. Maybe you're going to place your hands on a block. You're going to flip so that your right foot is at a 45-degree angle. And you're going to exhale. Try and sit your bum back and down for your side lunge. When you're here, you want your knee to be over your ankle. So you can place one block behind, one in front. So you make sure you're sitting back and down. You're not like this. Your knee is over your ankle. So wherever you are, holding the posture, maybe you can sit down. So maybe you stay here, hands on blocks. If you can sit down, maybe you bring your hands to heart. Maybe you try wrapping your right arm, then clasping maybe your hands together. Take a little bind here, maybe holding on to opposite wrists. Maybe looking up and over that left shoulder. Whatever variation that feels best for you today, not comparing yourself to others. It's all about practice. Believe me, everything will come if you just focus on yourself in alignment and breath. Next inhalation, if your hands are together, you can slowly release. You're going to place maybe your hands on your blocks. You're going to square out those hips towards the front of the mat. Lower that back knee down on the mat. So you're coming into your low lunge here. Your knee is stacked over your ankle. Your shoulders always stay over your hips. So using whatever height of block that you need today, and always ensuring you're not here. Shoulders over hips, letting those hips sink down. If you find yourself here, place your hands into your lower back, and with your exhalation, press those hips forward and down. Focusing on your breath. Always making sure you're not holding on to your breath. It's just going to make everything harder for you. To really use that exhale to calm your mind. Sensation is only temporary. Next inhalation, you're going to press those hands down on your blocks. You're going to shift those hips back, straighten your front leg, flex the front foot, spine is straight, shoulders are down and away from your ears. Maybe you stay here, whatever height of blocks again that you need, or maybe if you're not feeling any sensation, try and let yourself melt forward. Always focusing on keeping that spine straight and long, focusing on your breath. Not comparing yourself to others. Making sure those right toes are really, really flexed, pointing towards you, towards your face. Two more breaths here. Next inhalation, press those hands down on the block, curl your chin in, come back to a straight back. Then exhale, plant that right foot down, plant your hands down, tug the back toes, lift it up, simply step it back. First downward facing dog of the practice, always ensuring taking enough space on the mat if you need to walk one leg at a time. As always, if you're tighter in the hamstrings, I always suggest keep a slight bend in the knees, the heels lifted. You're really focusing on pressing your chest towards your thigh. You're looking towards the belly button, wrapping those arms around it in. Can I imagine that your armpits can look at each other? Gonna take 3 more breaths here. Using each inhalation and exhalation to create more space. Next inhalation, I'm gonna inhale, lift those heels up, look forward, bend in your legs. You can either step or hop towards the top of the mat to your straight back. Take a big inhale here and then exhale, let it melt forward. I'm gonna take 4 more breaths here, taking whatever variation you want. If you're more flexible, you can try and fingers pointing back, slide one hand and the other underneath your feet. And try and always keep, if you're more flexible, keep that belly to thigh connection. Shift the weight forward. For everyone, shift the weight forward towards the tip of the toes. Use that exhalation. Next inhalation, curl your chin in. You can plant your hands down on the mat. Come back to your straight back. With your exhale, I'm going to plant the hands down. I'm going to walk that right leg behind. Place your right knee down. Inhale, come up. Maybe arms come up. So you're making sure knee over ankle. Hip, right hip is over your knee. So your arms are up. Exhale, place your hands to heart. You need to take a twist towards the left. Maybe you're going to try and hook your right bicep on the outside of that left thigh. Maybe you stay here, press those hands together. Maybe you plant that back foot down, lift your leg up. Maybe you stay here and extend your arms. You can always try and take the bend, so wrapping your arm around and under, left thigh. Focus on your breath here. Make sure you're using that exhalation. Next inhalation, maybe extend your arms. If your knee was on the mat, maybe you lift it up, place your hands on some blocks. You're gonna extend both legs, you're gonna walk right foot in. So you're ensuring that heels are in line, back foot is at a 45 degree. You're gonna inhale straight back. Exhale, try and let yourself melt forward. Again, choosing whatever variation you need. Two more breaths here wherever you are. Next inhalation, plant those hands down, curling your chin in. So maybe you're going to plant that right hand down. Maybe it's going to be on a block, so whatever height of block that you need. Maybe it's going to be on the inside of your foot. Try and lift left arm up and overhead. If you're feeling adventurous, you can try and walk your hand on the outside of your left foot. Make sure you're pressing your chest forward, squeezing your core, focusing on your breath. Two more breaths here. Next inhalation, you're going to plant maybe your hands on your blocks. You're going to shift so that your left foot is at a 45-degree angle. You're going to bend into your leg, slowly try and find your side lunge. So when you're here, you want your knee again over your ankle. It's okay if it doesn't touch. So that's why it's probably better to have one block behind, so you make sure you're really sitting your bum back and down. If you can sit your bum all the way down, again, slowly bring your hands to heart. You can stay here, take the bind, so wrapping your left arm around, maybe clasping your hands or wrist, pressing your chest forward, maybe looking up and over that right shoulder. Always ensuring you're focusing on your breath. 3 more breaths here. Next inhalation, you can slowly release. You can place your hands off your block, on your blocks if you need. You're going to square out those hips towards the front of the mat. Lower that back knee down. Making your way into your low lunge, knees over ankle. Shoulders are over your hips. Again, using whatever height of blocks that you need. You're just not here. This is pointless. You're going to feel everything, but won't help you in the long run. So always making sure shoulders are over your hips, so you're letting those hips sink down. Again, you can place your hands if you need. Press those hips forward and down. So focusing on your breath. You've got 3 more breaths here. Sensation is truly only temporary. So always making sure you're just focusing on your breath, taking this moment for yourself, observing the sensation and letting it go. Next inhalation, you're going to press those hands down on your blocks. Shift those hips back. Straighten that front leg, flex the front foot. Spine is straight, shoulders are down and away from your ears. Maybe you stay here, or slowly try and melt yourself forward. Focusing on your breath. 2 more full breaths here. Try and maybe create a little bit more space with your exhalation. Next inhalation, press your hands down on your buttocks, curl your chin in, come back to your straight back. Gonna exhale, shift those hips forward, plant the back toes, plant your hands down, step it back. Now we're facing dog. Gonna take 3 full breaths here just to reconnect with the shape, with your body. Next inhalation, and then lift your heels off the mat. Look forward, bend the knees, step or hop to your straight back. And with your exhale this time, you're gonna walk your feet out. Make sure your toes are pointing out, heels are pointing in. You're gonna sit your bum back and down for your malasana, yogi squat. You can bring your hands to prayer to heart. Here you're using the strength of the back of the arms to really press those thighs out. If you have a hard time keeping your spine straight and long, kind of rounding like this, you can always place a block, whatever height of block that you need underneath your bum, so you can really keep good alignment. Focusing on your breath here. Got 3 more breaths. Taking this moment for yourself. Next inhalation, you can slowly sit your bum back and down. You're gonna straighten those legs out by your side. So your legs are as wide as you can, as wide as your flexibility allows you to today. You can place your hands in front of you. You're just gonna do a few movements with our pelvis. You're gonna inhale round. Exhale, press your pelvis forward, your heart forward, and your bum back. 1 more. Inhale. Then exhale, press it forward. When you're here, maybe you're just gonna place your hands behind you, focusing on that little movement of your pelvis. Or maybe you're gonna place your hands down on some blocks in front of you. Again, there's like whatever height of blocks that you need, guys. You can always place forms over there. Just making your practice the best for you, not comparing yourself to others. Two last full breaths here. Next inhalation, you're gonna press those hands down, throw your chin in, slowly make your way back, just straight back. Slowly. And bring your legs together, plant these feet down, maybe take a little movement from side to side. And when you're ready, I'm just gonna come on your back. Slowly bringing your thighs to your chest again, taking those little movements from side to side. On your next inhalation, we're going to extend our arms by our side, palm facing down. You're going to extend your legs. You're gonna inhale, stack your right leg on top of the left. Maybe you're gonna try and eagle up the legs. You're gonna look towards the right. With your exhalation, place your left hand here on your right thigh. Slowly try and let your legs fall towards the left. The most important part is that you keep your shoulder blades glued. So maybe your legs are like this, maybe you put blocks underneath your legs. Really doesn't matter if the legs touch the floor or not. You keep those shoulder blades glued, glued, glued. If you feel them lifting, it's because you went too far. So always listening to your body. It's the most important part of this practice. One last full breath here. Next inhalation, slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring your thighs back into your chest and uncross your legs. Take little movements from side to side. And when you're ready, gonna extend your arms by your side. Palm facing down, gonna extend your legs. This time stack left over right. Maybe eagle out your legs. Gonna look towards the left. Gonna place your right hand onto your left leg and slowly let your legs fall towards the right. Again, you're focusing on keeping those shoulder blades glued to the mat, using that exhalation, not comparing yourself to others. Next inhalation, slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring your thighs back into your chest. You can uncross your legs. Take little movements from side to side. And when you're ready, gonna release your arms by your side, straighten your left and your right leg in front of you. You can wiggle your legs out a little bit. To finish the practice by taking a few breaths in Shavasana. To really integrate everything that we just worked on. To thank our body for this beautiful practice. As always, you can stay in the posture for as long as you need. Thank you so much for joining me for this High Vibes Hatha. I truly hope you enjoyed, that you have a wonderful day. Namaste.
Down, yeah. I've been feeling so down, yeah. Can you